So, good afternoon, all of you.
Good afternoon, sir.
Good afternoon, sir.
Good afternoon, sir.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon, sir.
Welcome you all to the session. And before starting our lesson, I just would like to give some instructions. As all of you might have received the messages from the special officer through Sudhir office assistant, wherein yesterday there was a big meeting headed by the special chief secretary and the commissioner of higher education, sir. And they focus on online classes. They are very, very, very particular about conducting the online classes, and no student should skip the class. Every student must attend, and 90% of their attendance, at least 90% of their attendance in online classes only will be taken for consideration. For future promotion or scholarships or continuing them in the education field. So you will be having several problems saying that, sir, I don't have a smart mobile, our network has problem and all. So if you really have any personal level problem, intimate us, and you know that government is supporting you by giving you scholarship. So all of you need to use the scholarship to purchase a quality phone and use that phone for the purpose of online classes. Because you are a student in a college only, you are getting the scholarship for studying only. But if you don't attend the online class, and if you don't purchase a mobile, it cannot be an excuse. So you need to work your way in identifying a better mobile and taking Geo or some other network which allows you to access data in a better way. That means better package is required, and you need to spend some money for that one. 300 to 500 monthly. You need to understand that the government's scholarship or fees reimbursement money should be utilized for this purpose. Or whatever way you earn money or you get from the support from your parents, you need to make it clear to your parents also. Because of the pandemic corona, we cannot have many physical classes. So online classes require your attendance, attention, and your preparation, taking notes, listening to the class, and following with the material or videos, links we provide later on. So you need to work hard, because otherwise we are getting the punishments. Unfortunately, students are becoming absent and the lecturers are being punished. This is not a good thing. So we will directly be recording your attendance, your presence, your response, active participation in the class. So this is all introduction about the online classes and the requirement from your side. So from now onwards, most probably English class or your communication and soft skills class takes place at this time, 12 to 1 o'clock, and perhaps every day. That's a happy thing. That's a good thing for both of us, because we can cover the syllabus, we can teach you well, and you can learn in a better way. So let me start the class today. Today, we are going to talk about emotional intelligence. In the last class, we saw attitude or positive attitude. This class is dedicated for emotional intelligence. So intelligence, we know the meaning. If someone is good at his subject, we call him intelligent. And he is very intelligent in mathematics. He is very intelligent in subjects. He is very intelligent in computers like that. Or he is very skillful in computers like that, we say. So intelligence is not just related to mind, but here intelligence, it tells about, let me admit others who are coming. Are you able to see?
Yes, sir.
Am I visible? Or only audio is visible?
Audio is visible, sir.
Okay, okay, let me. Okay, fine. So, share below. Just. Okay, is the screen visible now? Presentation?
Yes, sir.
Okay, fine. So we are talking about not general intelligence, but about emotional intelligence. So what is emotional intelligence? First of all, try to know what are emotions. So emotions are strong feelings that come from one's circumstances, mood, or relationships with others. We have many emotions. We express our joy, we express our happiness, we express our anger. Understand? We express our love or liking towards a person, and we express, shame. We feel ashamed of something, doing something. We have hope, and we express satisfaction, and we know we express fear. So, and pride, anxiety, guilt, envy, all these things are emotions that come out of certain circumstances, and they come out of our experiences. Emotions are basically of two types: positive emotions and negative emotions. For example, if the teacher is taking the class very seriously and some students are disturbing, immediately I may become angry, I may become serious. So that is the emotion I am expressing. And if someone gives you on your birthday a very good gift like a mobile, a smartphone, you feel very happy. So that is the emotion you express at that time. Understand? Your joy you are expressing. And you don't like someone doing some work, so you express your dissatisfaction. It is becoming 12 o'clock and now the curfew is going on, and you want to go from Kovur to your village back by bus, but bus is not coming. Then you feel anxiety. Understand? We feel anxiety. How to go? What will happen if the police stop me when I am going, like that? Understand? So all these emotions they are of basically two types: positive emotions and negative emotions. Positive emotions express the bright side, and the negative emotions reflect negative side of an individual. Just let me. So is it getting recorded?
Yes, sir.
No? So you can see the recording button. No? Okay.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Because it's not visible for me. Okay. So positive emotions express the bright side, and the negative emotions reflect the negative side of an individual. That means if you have positive qualities, you frequently express positive emotions. And if you have more negative qualities, you always express negative emotions. That means dissatisfaction or hatred, anger. That means disliking someone always and not maintaining good relationships. All these emotions are expressed. Emotional intelligence, now let's try to define it. Can someone read? Nagadevika, please read it.
Emotional intelligence is the ability to monitor one's own and other people's emotions. With the help of emotional intelligence, we can discriminate between different emotions and label them appropriately, and we can use the emotional information in thinking and behavior.
Yeah, please stop there. Emotional intelligence is the ability. Ability means capacity. It is the ability to do what? To monitor. That means to control, to oversee. What? One's own and other people's emotions. That means emotional intelligence makes you control your emotions and others' emotions also, or at least understand other people's emotions. With the help of emotional intelligence, we can discriminate. That means we can separate between different emotions and label them appropriately. If you are emotionally intelligent, you can understand whether the other person is expressing joy or expressing anger, whether the other person is satisfied or dissatisfied, whether the other person is having low morale or happiness, or very active. So emotional intelligent people can understand and control their own emotions, and they can understand and control others' emotions also. Further, we can use the emotional information in thinking and behavior. So by understanding others' emotions, you can change your thoughts, you can change your behavior also. For example, if other students are not becoming close, are not moving closely with the lecturer, then what could be the reason? Maybe the lecturer always is serious. That's why the students do not like to mix with him. But lecturers feel that I am very friendly. Why are they not coming? So if he wants to assess, he needs to ask the students objectively. You please write your feedback on me without writing your name. Am I serious, or am I friendly, or am I good? How my teaching is going on, like that. Then he will get feedback. And once he reads feedback, out of 20 students, if 15 say that, sir, you always appear very serious, you never smile, that's why we fear to come closer to you, like that, then he can change his behavior. So sometimes we don't know our emotions. But if you increase your emotional intelligence, you can assess your own emotions, whether you are getting angry or whether you are able to smile, whether you are able to respond in a positive way in any situation with your friends, teachers, and family members. So emotional intelligence is the capacity to show emotional sensitivity, awareness, and management skills. That means emotionally becoming sensitive means if other person is crying, you must be in a position to console him. Arey, don't cry. What happened? The problem? Sir, I am feeling hungry. Then okay, I will give you some food. Don't worry. Like that, that means you have to console. And it also includes awareness. You must understand first of all. And you must have management skills. That means if students are feeling distressed, if students are feeling dissatisfied, if your students are feeling anxious, then you must understand their emotions and manage the emotions very well. Next, emotional intelligence is identifying, understanding, and choosing how we think, feel, and act. So emotional intelligence is all about Identifying how your thoughts are going, how your feelings are expressed, how your actions are influencing others. So you need to assess, are my thoughts positive? Are my feelings good? Yeah, am I acting in a right manner? So all these things together make emotional intelligence. Further, emotional intelligence includes self-awareness. That means knowing about oneself. That's very important. Unfortunately, we try to know about everything in the world except ourselves. But the first thing you need to do is try to know yourself. What are your strengths, your weaknesses, your opportunities, what are the threats, and how your feelings are influencing others? Are you in a position to control your anger? Are you able to smile always, even during difficulties? Are you in a position to help others,
Emotional
support
intelligence
others?
is the
And
ability to
so these things help becoming emotionally intelligent. Emotional intelligence includes self-awareness, self-regulation, that means
emotional intelligence is the ability to
motivation. That means motivating others. That means you can do wonders, don't worry. You can become successful. Please go ahead. Like that, you need to motivate others. Or you need to motivate yourself also. Empathy. Empathy is different from sympathy. In the last class, I explained. Empathy means placing yourself in the other person's position. And the social skills. Social skills means becoming, leading the team, becoming a team member, having good interpersonal skills, having good communicational skills, maintaining time, discipline, group dynamics, all these become social skills. So emotional intelligence helps to maximize health, happiness, and compassion, competence, and survival. So if you are emotionally intelligent, your health will be good. Understand? If you maintain your anxiety well, you will be very healthy. If you maintain self-confidence, your health is assured. If you reduce your anger, there will be no BP, there will be no heart attacks. Understand? That means your emotional intelligence helps to maximize health, happiness. Those who can smile well, they can be happy, they can be joyful. And it improves your competence also. That means if you are a cool person, you can understand the situation and act in a positive manner. And survival, survival means to live on the earth. To live your life, you need emotional skills or emotional intelligence. So emotional intelligence has 5 important components. Emotional intelligence has 5 important components. You can start with self-awareness, self-regulation, empathy, motivation, social skills. Very, very important. Please do understand. Emotional intelligence means what? Having self-awareness, knowing about ourselves. Self-regulation means controlling our emotions and feelings. Empathy means thinking, placing ourselves in the
other
other's place. Motivation means, that means motivating ourselves, that we can do whatever we want to do. We can achieve our dreams like that. And social skills means good communication skills, good interpersonal skills, all those things. And emotional intelligence, once again, these are explained further. First one is self-awareness. Anil, can you read them, please? Unmute yourself, Anil. Yeah, please read them. Others, please concentrate upon the
I
content. Yeah.
By components of emotional intelligence,
Hmm.
self self-awareness, understanding a person's own emotions and feelings. It is the ability to properly identify them and knowing how they influence others.
Yeah, just stop there. Self-awareness means what? Understanding a person's own emotions and feelings. Our own emotions, we need to understand. It is the ability to properly identify them and knowing how they influence others. Generally, we keep saying that, I always speak very well. I speak in a sweet manner. Why do you feel like that? But sometimes our speech may be hurting others. So we need to understand, are our feelings in a right way? Are our emotions expressed in a right manner? Yeah, second point, read.
Self-regulation, the ability to control and just adjust one's emotions properly. It prevents prevents the consequences of an emotions outburst
Yeah.
by timely regulations.
Hard. Regulation means controlling. That means so that there won't be any danger. Outburst means sometimes if you, express your anger too much on other persons, immediately they stop talking with you. Understand? They stop talking to you, or they may complain against you. Sometimes the outburst of emotions leads to fights also. Sometimes people murder their own family members, their own close friends. Why? Because of this outburst of emotions. That means emotions need to be expressed, but in a controlled manner. So uncontrolled emotions lead to negative consequences. So you must be in a position to control your emotions. Yeah, third one.
Empathy, being ability to detect the feelings of other person and act according to their emotional state.
Very good. Empathy means being able to detect the feelings of other people. So I must understand how Anil is feeling. Understand, it's not just knowing about my emotions. I must understand when I am talking to Anil whether he is satisfied, whether he is feeling joyful, whether he is happy or comfortable with me. So those emotions I need to understand, and according to their emotional state. If he is, for example, worrying, maybe financial problems, or maybe due to lesser marks in examinations, then I need to console him. Don't worry, days will be good. Don't worry, good days will come in future. You will become successful. Like that, if you understand only, you can console him. That is what empathy means. Yeah, read the fourth point.
Motivation, using emotions to fulfill one's needs and goals, become highly motivated by the internal factors, having the strength to keep going when things get thought
Get tough.
tough.
See, using motivation means what, using emotions to fulfill one's needs and goals. All of us have our needs. Everyone needs food, everyone needs shelter, everyone needs a job. So, how to get that job? How to get that food? How to earn money? Our emotions should help us reach our needs and goals. All of us will be having our goals. I want to become a bank manager. I want to become an IAS officer. I want to become a lecturer. These are our goals and dreams. So you need to control your emotions and use your emotions to reach your dreams. And you become highly motivated by the internal factors. Understand? So motivation comes from inside. That will be the best motivation. That means if I am giving you 100 rupees and ask you to read, you read for some time. If I give you a pack of sweets and ask you to write something, you write for some time. Again, you look for, it is just like small children. They listen to us as long as you give chocolate. If you stop giving chocolates or biscuits, they don't listen to you. But that is not a good way of motivation. To read, to study well, to prepare well for examinations, the motivation should come from within, from yourself, not from the external factors. Having the strength to keep going when things get tough. When things are better, everyone becomes successful. But when things are in a difficult way, then only your speciality comes out. If the things are not well, if the circumstances are not good, even then also if you are moving with confidence, then that is real success. Yeah, read the last point.
Social skills, interaction with others, building good relationships based on understanding one's own emotions and emotions of
Very good.
others.
Social skills means just to understand social, the word we know the meaning, that means samaj. Social skills means the skills required to become successful as a member of the society. In society, we cannot live alone. We need to live with our family members, with our friends, with our community people, with our villagers, our street, persons living in our street, our classmates, our teachers, our friends, relatives. So you cannot live alone. You need to live in relationships. So very good social skills are required. So social skills are communication skills, relationship, and understanding your emotions and others' emotions. Okay, let's move to the next one. Then what is the importance of emotional intelligence? Till now we have seen the factors of emotional intelligence, what are the characteristics and what are the features of emotional intelligence. Now, why we should learn something about emotional intelligence? Because emotional intelligence plays an important role in today's educational scenario and job market. If you are emotionally intelligent, you can learn well, you can have patience, you can work hard, and you can achieve success. In the same manner, if you have good emotions, if you smile well, if you work hard, if you satisfy, if you always work hard and gain knowledge and skills, in an interview you can do it well and you can get good job. The ever-changing work nature, cutthroat competition, and rapidly advancing technology are demanding dynamic mental skills from students. You know, the outside world is changing. For example, Corona has changed the whole world. All of us are now under huge pressure because we are losing our jobs. Our family members' lives are at stake, and no money, no jobs to earn money, no employment. So all these are creating stress in us. But if we don't have emotional intelligence and we succumb to the stress and stress kills us. So these are the advantages of emotional intelligence. If you have emotional intelligence, these are the advantages. The widest range of acceptance by people. You know very well, in your classroom also, some girls or some boys, some students are liked by all other students or many lecturers. Why? There are many students. All students are good, no doubt. But some students, because of their behavior, because of their active participation, because of their supporting nature and their helping nature, they become very nice people to others also. So many people accept them. Better performance in employment. If you have control on your emotions, you can perform better in your work. Healthy and effective interpersonal relations. That means with other persons, you can have better relationship if you have emotional intelligence. Easy and flexible life. Life will not be very hard. Life will be easy, joyful, enjoyable if you have emotional intelligence. Physical and mental health. Physically, you will be strong and mentally, you will be healthy if you have control on your emotions. Self-motivated and result-oriented. Understand? Life. That means you can motivate yourself and you can achieve the results. So 6 more minutes we have, and later you can join the same link again. Please join the same link because we need to take 1 hour full class. So if the class is not completed by the time, please join again. Now, ways to develop emotional intelligence. How can we develop emotional intelligence? What emotional intelligence is, we know. What are the features of emotional intelligence? We studied 5 important features. And why emotional intelligence is required, why it is important also, we studied. Now, how to develop, how to become emotionally intelligent person, not just ordinary intelligent, but emotionally intelligent. So emotional intelligence is a dynamic skill. That means changing skill. It is not a static one. Emotional intelligence, maybe in your elementary school, you were very active, very helpful, very supportive, always happy, always smiling. But in intermediate, you became very dull. You became inactive. You stopped talking to others. You stopped mixing with others. So emotions are changing. If you are now inactive person, you can change your emotions to become an active person, a joyful person. So emotional intelligence is a dynamic skill. It is capable of changing. So there is a possibility of improving it by one's own effort. That means just as we learn mathematics, just as we learn botany or other subjects or English language, communication skills, like that you can learn emotional intelligence also. You can improve your emotional intelligence so that you can become a successful person in your life. So there are some tips. There are some important steps or tips which will help in developing emotional intelligence. So what are they? Can someone read? Priyanka?
Sir, good afternoon, sir.
Yeah, please read the points 1, 2, 3.
Okay, sir. 2 minutes. Way to develop emotional intelligence. Emotional intelligence is dynamic skill. It is capable of changing, so there is possibility of improving it by one own effort. The following tips help in developing emotional intelligence. By changing our perspective, the way we look at things changes our moods. When we cannot change the circumstance, we need to adjust to them.
Very good. Just stop there. So the first way is by changing our perspective. That means the way we look at the things should be changed. Can we change the whole world? Or can we change other persons? Can we change all our circumstances all of a sudden? No. But we can change our way of thinking. Understand? We cannot always change the system totally, But how we are responding to that one, we can change. It is in our control. So first of all, when you face any problem, you try to understand from your perspective. Okay, I cannot change the environment. I cannot change the circumstances. The పరిస్థితులని మనము మార్చలేము. కనుక ఇబ్బందుల్లోకి వెళ్లకుండా ఉండాలంటే మార్చగలిగింది ఏంటి అంటే మనకి మనమే మారడము. కనుక మనం చూసే విధానాన్ని మార్చుకోవడం. Yeah, read the second point.
Through self introspection,
Yeah.
checking our emotions at various occasions help us improve emotional intelligence.
యా, అంటే మనల్ని మనం ప్రతి క్షణము మనము ఎలా రెస్పాండ్ అవుతున్నాము ఇతరులతోటి మనకి మనం సెల్ఫ్ చెక్ చేసుకుంటూ ఉంటే ఎమోషనల్ ఇంటెలిజెన్స్ పెరుగుతుంది మనలో. త్రూ సెల్ఫ్ ఇంట్రాస్పెక్షన్, దట్ మీన్స్ లుకింగ్ ఇంటూ వన్ సెల్ఫ్. వెరీ గుడ్. రీడ్ ద థర్డ్ పాయింట్.
Recognizing and channelizing emotions.
యా,
Do not suppress your feelings but turn them into productive ways.
yeah, this is very, very important. Many people tell that, sir, I am getting angry. How can I stop? I am feeling unhappiness. How can I stop? I am feeling suffering. I mean, disease is there. I am having sorrow. How can I stop? These sad feelings, how can I stop? In such times, you channelize your emotions. That means you start drawing something. If you have fear about something, you start drawing something. You start writing poetry. You start listening to songs. In such a way, you can change your emotions to achieve better things. Understand? So let me stop here. Please join the same link again.
Yes, sir.